Many of you are new to Columbia College and beginning to learn all of the resources that are available to you. I want to talk with you today about the online Columbia College 2021-2022 catalog because it's an essential tool in your college journey, as it's an agreement the college makes with you to help you understand the courses that are offered and need to be completed in order for you to achieve your educational goal. The resources help you understand the classes that we offer, how to earn a degree or a certificate, and all of the student services and the policies specific to Columbia College that we have. Let's take a look at the online college catalog together. Each year, a new catalog is published with updated degree options, course offerings, financial or billing information, and more. As long as you take a course every semester, you maintain catalog rights, and the rules and programs offered when you started college won't change on you. If you're pursuing a degree and the degree then adds courses that it wants you to complete in order to finish off that major, you won't be impacted by those changes so long as you've been a continuous student since you started with your catalog. The catalog does expire after 4 years, though. Meet with a counselor if you have more information or questions specific to your catalog rights. From the Columbia College homepage, we're going to access the catalog together. We'll go under the Academics tab into the college catalog, and you'll see that there is a welcome video that's posted here, some quick links that I'll reference at the end of this video, but we're going to start with a broad overview of what is in the 2021-22 college catalog. The college catalog has a left-hand side navigation bar to help you maneuver through the catalog with quick links. Over here, there is a direct way for you to search for courses or program names without having to filter through all of the tabs. Otherwise, we start at the beginning of what a traditional printed catalog might look like. We have our welcome announcements from the president of the college. This tab, Getting Started at Columbia College, I want to show you. It gives you some information about our Admissions and Records office, how you apply for admissions, which you've already done now that you're a college student here. There is some other information that you may find helpful about if you have transcripts from another college or if you want to order your transcripts from Columbia College directly. Going back to our menu here, the college policies and procedures are all listed for your review with quick links to help you get started. This procedures and how do I kinds of questions is very helpful in that it provides you an opportunity to quickly access frequently asked questions. For example, how do you add or drop a course? What does it mean if you want to make a complaint? What process do you need to follow in order for that to happen? A new thing at Columbia College is credit for prior learning. How does that work? What paperwork needs to be completed and who should you meet with? If you have a petition, which is your way of asking a specific request to the college to do something for you, you can learn more about that here. Let's just take a quick look at a petition. It's going to direct you to the website where we have all of our online forms through Admissions and Records so that you know exactly what you're capable of asking the college for. Those quick link forms are going to be about academic renewal if you're trying to raise your GPA. They're going to be about a course substitution. You took this and you want it to count for that. Repeating a course, there's only so many times you're allowed to retake a course before there are restrictions placed upon you. A prerequisite challenge would be if you're asking the college to have you not take an entry-level course in order to do a higher level course because of some other thing that you've accomplished. An example would be if you've done a certain amount of chemistry in high school, you may be able to go into what we call Chemistry 2A at our college rather than doing an introduction to chemistry course at our college. If you've got a time conflict, 2 courses overlap by a few minutes, or you're requesting a correction to your grades be made, all of these can be located in the student online forms or here within the college catalog. There's important information about the fees and expenses for attending college, student services and what we have to offer you. And then planning your education gives you quick links to learning more about the general education options that are available to you. And so you can spend some time looking at that as well. What we're going to spend the rest of our time in this video talking about is programs of study, areas of interest, and courses. Before we dive into the degrees and awards and programs that Columbia has to offer, I wanted to go back to one more thing regarding getting started as a new student. And I wanted to spend just a moment on 2 different things. One is priority registration. It's important that you know how to earn priority registration because that allows you to register for courses before general population students at Columbia College, meaning if you get a priority registration status, you get to the front of the line when it comes time for selecting and registering for your courses. There are 4 layers of priority registration, and so I want you to spend some time reviewing the website, trying to figure out how you can increase your level in order to register for courses faster. And then the other thing under the Getting Started Columbia Admissions tab, I wanted to show you the important calendar of dates and deadlines. And the academic calendar here itself will take you to a link that shows you what the final exam schedule looks like for every semester, always important to know. And then under the important dates and deadlines, you see that we've got it broken down by summer, and by fall, and by spring. So an important deadline for the fall, for an example, would be if you want to apply for graduation to graduate in December of 2021, that application period opens on August 2nd and it closes on November 12th, meaning after November 12th, you can no longer apply to graduate for the fall of 2021. For the spring deadlines, you want to pay attention to when is the last day that you can drop a course without a W or withdrawal mark showing up on your transcripts. That would be January 23rd. So each semester when you're starting out, you want to look through the deadlines to make sure you understand what's going to apply to you for that particular semester. Next, I want to show you a comprehensive list of the programs of study and course descriptions that we have available. So we're going to go back to the catalog page under the main menu here, left navigation bar, and we're going to scroll down until we see the academic awards A through Z. This gives us programs of study or areas of interest, as well as course descriptions. If you had a specific course that you knew about, this would be a great place to start. But if you don't know and you're just wanting to explore what the college has to offer, you can look at this programs of study. And you'll see this is all of the different areas that we have degrees that you may be interested in. So you can explore it directly from the college catalog here, or you can select the programs of study link to be taken to a site within our Columbia College homepage that talks about areas of interest, accessing it this way as well. They're the same way to access, or same way to access the same information. So let's say that you're interested in children or teaching, but you're not exactly sure what you want to do yet. If you look at the program of study for children and teaching, it'll say we have 3 different degrees that we offer. One is a skills certificate, so not an actual degree, but instead a certificate. We have elementary teacher education, and we have child development, as well as early childhood education degrees. If you're interested in those, but it's not exactly what you're looking for, we also have some related programs that may be of interest to you. The reason that these are important is that we've developed launch pads to help you get started for a first semester plan. So let's say you're interested in children and teaching, but you don't know if you want to do early childhood education or if you want to teach sixth graders or if you want to focus on child development or preschool. You just want to start exploring the topic so that you can make more decisions later on. This would be a great way for you to access the Launchpad, where some recommendations are made of what you could take in your first semester. Going back over to the catalog, you can also access that information here. So let's say you're interested in forestry and natural resources, but you don't know what kind of options are available to you. We have forestry, we have natural resources, and we also have a water resources degree. So this tells you about our skills attainment, our associate's degree, and our certificate of achievement. The associate's degree in water resource management, if you select that, it starts to tell you how many units do you need in order to complete this major, what are the learning outcomes, and what are the ways in which you can earn this degree. But more specifically, what are the award requirements? So what courses do you have to take for this major? And that would be natural resource conservation, soil resources, right? So it's got these ands in here that let you know that you're taking a list of all of these courses. Then it says complete 3 courses and it's got or in between. And that means you just have to select a total of 3 and you've got several different options that you can choose from here. You're going to select a geography class or a GIS class, and you're also going to select a biology class, and it gives you lots of options here. So this is how you put together the total courses that you'll need, and you'll land somewhere between 22 and 31 units. In order to earn a degree from Columbia College, you put together the units that are required for the major, as well as the units that are required for your specific general education plan, and together those two things need to equal 60 units. If they don't, we'll be planning electives or perhaps a second major for you to pursue at the same time. A fully online catalog allows you to seek answers to your questions at any time. It's an important resource to you as a student. Please work directly with the college counselor to make the best selection of courses and degree options for your specific goals. The college catalog will be used to help create your student education plan. I want to show you one more feature of the online college catalog that I referenced in the beginning of this video. It's the quick links. Let's take a look together. From the Columbia College homepage, we're going to go back to the catalog by accessing the Academics tab and then the College Catalog sub-tab. We're going to scroll back down and look at these different quick links that are available as part of the 2021-2022 catalog. We have an addendum with updated policies or any changes that have been made to courses or degrees. And then we have information about AP exams that I want to make sure you're aware of. If you took an AP exam that was arranged through your high school, you must go to the College Board and have your scores sent to Columbia College in order to have those scores count towards your units or degree completion. Interpreting how your AP scores will work for you and your unique goals is complicated, and you're strongly encouraged to work with a counselor if you have AP tests. If you took the English Language and Composition AP exam, for example, you can see here that it would count as an Area A2 General Education for your Columbia College General Education pathway, and we would award 3 units for completion of that particular AP exam dependent on the score you received on the exam. We can also have units count towards your general education pattern for transfer, as well for the CSU transfer or for the IGETC pattern. So without going into too much detail on each of these different AP exams, I want to make sure that you know if you took an AP exam, you should get your transcripts from the College Board, have them sent to Admissions and Records, and then meet with a counselor in order to determine next steps. Going back to our quick links, I also wanted to tell you what the CID course identification numbering system is. CID numbers are state numbering systems for courses, and it's helpful if you want to take a course at another college and have it count towards your degree or goals at Columbia College. Or if you need a specific class but can't get in at the right time at Columbia, as long as it has the same CID number, it'll be approved if you take that course from another college. So quickly showing you here what the CID course numbering system is. If you wanted to take, let's say, a communication course, and it wasn't available or the times weren't the right fit for you at Columbia, but you knew that you needed to take Introduction to Public Speaking COM 1, if you were not able to take that at Columbia, you would see that the Columbia course has a CID number called COM 110, and if you were to look at other colleges and it also had COM 110 as the CID number, that would give you confidence that you could transfer that class back over to us and it would count as the public speaking course that we also offer at Columbia. And then finally, I wanted to go back and show you on the quick links the Columbia College to MJC course equivalency. This is like the CID, but a shortcut for you to look at the course numbering systems between Columbia and Modesto Junior College, since we are an intra-district with two colleges in the same district. So if you want to take Biology 50, which is our nutrition class, but it's not offered at the time that works for you, then could you potentially take it at Modesto Junior College and have that course easily count back over for us? How would you know what to sign up for? At Columbia, we call it Biology 50. At MJC, they call it FDNTR 219. And these would be course equivalent to one another, the same courses. Another example might be if you wanted to take, let's say, child development, and it wasn't offered at the right time or the right space for you, then, but you know that you need to take Child 19, for example, Introduction to Children with Special Needs. Another option is for you to take it at Columbia, at MJC, which is CLDDV 160. So this is just a handy guide that tells you the course equivalencies between the two colleges. Hopefully this overview, the quick links, as well as the dive into the online catalog helps you understand some more resources and places that you can go when you have answers to questions. Thank you.